It seems like Call of Duty aims to compress the skill gap by design more and more each year. In 2019, it was the doors and increased aim assist, as well as what the developers described as more porous maps, with more hiding spots, power positions, and too many angles for a human to possibly clear, resulting in random outcomes such as deaths to that guy in the window across the map with a no-glint sniper. In Black Ops Cold War, it was the participation trophy streaks everybody would get at the end of the match, as well as Air Patrol, a streak that would take down enemy streaks that were way more difficult to get. In Vanguard, the movement, which was a skill gap in 2019, was nerfed, making slide canceling a less fluid movement. In Modern Warfare 2 2022, movement was further nerfed and an aim idle sway mechanic was introduced that causes your bullets to not go where your crosshair is, adding more randomness into the mix. Not to mention all the visual recoil and visual clutter that essentially was a straight up nerf to keyboard and mouse players. True Game Data has a video I'll link in the description and pinned comment talking about the aim idle sway. It's less of a deal for players who don't care enough to notice and controller players in general because of aim assist, which mitigates some of the issues, despite still suffering a nerf compared to 2019 with this aim idle sway mechanic. Modern Warfare 3 has improved the movement and added some of the skill gap back, but the aim idle sway still adds a lot of randomness to gunfights on top of low tick rate servers and lag compensation. You never really know what the server sees compared to what's on your screen, and it feels like a 50-50 sometimes even when you do everything right aim and position wise. If you put your crosshair on a training dummy, or even a player in game, and then ADS, your sight won't be at the same location that your crosshair was placed prior to ADSing. On Modern Warfare 3, things like covert sneakers add a lot of randomness to modes like Search and Destroy or Ground War, where you can't hear somebody sprinting behind you with a knife. This is made worse with revenge spawns and enemies spawning behind you without footsteps. There is also no high alert perk on the multiplayer, so what used to be a counter to Ninja or Dead Silence is now non-existent. This adds more randomness to the game unless you camp with your back in a corner. The Assassin Vest adds randomness to the game, allowing players to stay off the radar, except when the enemy has an advanced UAV, adding more randomness and less readability on top of the covert sneakers. I feel like no footsteps was an idea designed around predictable 3-lane map design back in the day. Having no footsteps on Ground War is like having no footsteps on Warzone. It's slightly less annoying because you can respawn, but still kind of ruins running across the map looking for players, and then somebody just comes up behind you with no footsteps after 2 minutes of playing Where's Waldo. The matchmaking, server tick rates, and lag compensation have all been something that adds randomness as well since 2019, but the matchmaking has cranked up over the past few years to feel more and more like matches have a predetermined outcome. Let me know what you think and have a great day. Consider subscribing for more content.